And now, from the Conservative Declaration, here is Griffin Bortons.
As you probably know by now, all of us here at the Conservative Declaration try to stay clear of politicians. For the most part, we also try to avoid reporting news, mainly because most of the news is very time-oriented. By that I mean I could report to you news that is relevant now, but 6 months later is history, and no one is interested in it. Mainly we try to stay focused on issues and ideologies, because ideas never die. They stay relevant and true throughout temperamental times. But in the hype of this current political season, I've found some news that I believe bears repeating. The story I'm about to tell you, you will not hear on your local news, and you certainly will not hear this story from the mainstream media, like ABC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, or any of the other alphabet channels. Because the story I'm about to tell you does not fit their liberal agenda. I work for Beasley Ford, which is a car dealership in south central Pennsylvania. At least two people that I work with, whose names will remain anonymous for fears that their bodies will be found floating down the river if revealed, worked for another auto body shop in the area called Heckert's, which was run by a man named Ken Heckert. One of the guys that I know worked in the body shop, and the other guy worked in parts and services. One day in April of 2000, they got a phone call about a 67 Corvette that had been wrecked in the front fender and quarter panel. Apparently, some young kid ran a stop sign, hitting the vet, doing about $1,500 worth of damage to the classic car. The owner of the car was none other than Senator Joe Biden of Delaware, who is now the Democratic VP for Senator B.O. or Barack Hussein Obama. Now, the reason I tell you this story is because when Biden's car was wrecked, he called someone he knew who knew Heckert and knew that Ken Heckert could pull a fast one on the kid's insurance company because it was Joe Biden's car. Quote, the car was brought to Heckert's and dropped off by a few men in black suits who told my sources to make sure that they took real good care of this car because, quote, one day Joe Biden is going to run for president, end quote. I've spoken with the painter who worked on Biden's car, and he informed me that Heckert called the insurance company and told them some bogus story about how they could not match the paint exactly due to the year. And he was going to have to repaint the entire car at their expense. My source tells me that this was just another routine fender bender and that the paint could in fact be matched perfectly despite what Heckert said. When it was all said and done, Joe Biden's car, amongst other things, got 4 new wheels, all new center caps, trim rings, and of course, the entire car got repainted. The original estimate for the car repair was around $1,500. But till it was all said and done, and until the vehicle's exterior was completely restored, the total was well over $6,000. There is a word for this in the United States legal system, and it is called insurance fraud. Minimum penalty is a hefty fine with potential jail time. That's right, my friends. Just another case of business as usual in Washington. Joe Biden is just another twisted, corrupt politician, always going out of his way to screw somebody else over for his own benefit. I believe that we as Americans have seen enough criminal, fraudulent behavior from Washington over the past 20 years. And seems Barack Obama smokes evil cigarettes, leaving him a potential candidate for lung cancer and the grave, means that Joe Biden is potentially one heartbeat away from being our next commander-in-chief should Obama get elected in November. This, my friends, is the last thing we need. So, should you ever see Senator Biden cruising around in his dark green convertible vet, be sure and ask him, is that an original paint job? I'm Griffin Voorhees, and I can assure you it's not.